Welcome back to Late Night. We're here with Alan Cumming. I want to add something to the last story. I feel like if I were Kristen the rest of my life, I would do that for all funerals so that no one would know it was a mistake.
We have a pact, she and I, that whoever dies first, the other one's going to send a basket of muffins. No, it's definitely going to happen.
That's good.
Yeah.
You guys are doing a Broadway cruise together.
Yes, we are. I don't know why I'm laughing, but it's a cruise, and Broadway fans get to go on and we meet the stars and we sing. But I'm doing a concert in Dry Dock.
Oh, gotcha.
I'm not going on the cruise.
So you're going to go on the physical boat. You're going to sing,
my
perform, get
Pistol.
lost.
Yes, I'm going, and then they go to Bermuda or somewhere.
And now, is that because this did not interest you to be on the high seas?
Well, no. I mean, I'm quite a good sailor, if that's what you're referring to. But no, I don't know.
You're quite a good sailor?
Yes, I do enjoy a sail.
Really?
Yeah, and I love going on a cruise. I've been across the Atlantic several times.
Have you really?
I love it.
To travel or for vacation? Have you ever done it I need to go over there anyway?
Well, I have,
Okay.
actually. If you have enough time and if the dates work, I'd rather do that than take a plane.
Yeah.
I've done it maybe 2 or 3 times. But it's so like another world. You kind of get on and they play, you go for piano recitals. And it's not I think most people's perception of cruises is kind of tacky, it's showbiz and and COVID and everything, And I think...
Showbiz and COVID.
Yeah, showbiz and COVID. But it's very sort of like another world.
That's lovely.
The Cunard thing.
This is very exciting. You have your own place, Club Cumming, which is a cabaret space, and it is open again. And you actually did you went there after your premiere.
There we are. Yes, that's at the premiere. Cecily sang "The Man Who Got Away" beautifully.
Oh, she has a beautiful singing voice.
And Dove and I, lovely Dove Cameron, do you know her?
I don't.
She's so nice. She's she's a young actress and singer, and she's been on all these Disney things, and she's fascinating, actually. She's fascinating to me. And we have a little sort of... I think she's got a daddy crush on me, which I quite enjoy. And I have a sort of daddy crush back. And we sang the Part of Your World from The Little Mermaid.
Great.
Which I think is a great song to sing in a public setting.
Oh, no, I think it always brings down the house, yeah.
Because it's one of these songs, everybody knows the words, but often pretends not to. That's the thing I think in America, especially, people sort of don't want to admit they know the sort of perceived to be tacky songs. But what was hilarious, at once I always sing it at Club Cumming, because also it's got a question and answer thing. What's a fire and why is it? What's the word again? She can't remember, but and you go burn. Anyway, so there was one time I was doing that, and there was one of later at Club Cumming, it's it shows, but then it becomes more dancey and DJs. So there was we have go-go boys and girls. So there was a go-go boy called Mariano, who's lovely. He's moved to LA now, but anyway, he was there in his jockstrap, waiting to start dancing, and there's me, granddad, singing Part of Your World. and so when it got to that bit, I went, what's a fire and why is it? What's the word again? And I gave him the mic like that for him to go burn, but he thought I meant to introduce himself, so he went, Mariano. So now at Club Cumming, seriously, every single time anyone ever sings Part of Your World, all the audience shouts out Mariano.
Oh, that's
and a girl sang it in Mandarin. I heard a girl singing in Mandarin one night, and everyone still shouted out Mariano.
That's fantastic.
I like it. I like tradition.
You talked about how Kristen couldn't go because she had to save her voice and had a show. I heard you learned from Cyndi Lauper a voice-saving trip.
Seriously, saves my life.
Really?
I nearly swore there, but yes. I was doing the Three Penny Opera with her, my only other musical I've done apart from Cabaret. And it's very difficult playing Mac the Knife. It's a really big singing part. And I had a sore throat. And so I went to her singing teacher, and she's this lady called Katie Agresta, and her speciality is rock stars who scream in stadiums every night. And so what you do is you pull your tongue out with a piece of paper towel, because basically when you're hoarse, it just means your tongue is wound up too tightly at the bone at the back of your throat. It's a game changer.
Really?
Yeah.
And how long do you pull it out?
Well, you pull it out and you go gee, these different things. You pull it out, you smile, you go gee, up and down the scale, and then you go gee, and then you go gee, up a third and down. About 20 minutes. I know it's funny and crazy. I'm sensing your cynicism. I said I liked it without the audience. Now I want the audience back.
Yeah,
They'd be cheering at this, not
They would
giving
love
me,
it. They'd be like, look what he does for us.
Right.
This crew.
I know. A little
trust me.
snicker.
You have an advantage over me. When this is over, you get to leave.
You've got to stay and be mocked mercilessly by those little people in the dark.
Oh, they won't give us their names.
That's right.
Anyway,
it's really good. Like 20 minutes of that. I've been like some mornings, wake up in a hotel, think, oh, voice is not so good. Got to do a concert tonight. 20 minutes, boom.
Wow.
Yes, it's excellent.
You, I think of one thing that a lot of people turn to during this pandemic were podcasts. You've got a couple.
Yes.
You have one that's about shelves and what people have on their shelves.
Well, it's about my shelves.
Shelves.
It's called Alan Cummings Shelves.
Okay.
So I have all these shelves with, I'm slightly hoardy. You kind of take weird things that not always like mementos, but there's mementos for me, random little things. And I sort of was in the beginning of the pandemic, I was thinking, oh, I remember that story. I thought that would be a really good podcast. So I take something from the shelves and then I talk about it and then I get someone who's involved in my memory of it. So it's always people I know. And and then tell the story. And then, I've done about 12 now that have gone out. And I did one, my friend Monica Lewinsky, she gave me this award. And so it was about the awards. I was clinking the awards so you could hear it. But we were laughing because it was an Emmy weekend. And it was just when she was kind of coming back into life again, or into society. And it was really lovely. Anyway, that night we went to this party at our agents, at CAA or one of those ones. And one with 3 letters. And it was in a restaurant and they didn't bring food. You had to go into the kitchen to get food yourself. It was like, whatever happened to waiters. And so we were really hungry and there was no pizzas left, but they had these baguettes. So I said, could I have this baguette? And the man was like, sure. So Monica and I got a baguette. She didn't take one. And she went to the loo and I went to the bar and I was like, I'll hold up my baguette so you can see me. So I did that. Then we were leaving and we were trying to go out and I was sort of bopping people on the shoulder with my baguette to get them out. And then it was really useful. And then when we got out to the thing, it was all valets and everyone's car coming. It was a mess. And there was police there and everything. And we could see Monica's car, but he couldn't see us. So I went up and I bopped my baguette on the window of the car. And the policeman, with a loud hailer, who has a loud hailer anymore, went, Sir, would you stop hitting that car with your breadstick?
I was going to be shocked. If the cop had said baguette, I would have been like, this story's not real.
No, it was. It was. But I was like, really, I thought, oh gosh, I'm going to get arrested for hitting a car with some French bread.
I mean, if there's any crime that we should look the other way on, it's hitting a car with bread.
Immunity for that, yeah.
You have a show coming out on, what is it, HBO Max? Prince?
HBO Max, yes, there's another one. It's called The Prince.
The Prince. That's really exciting.
It's it's hilarious. It's an animated show written by Gary Janetti, and it started off on Instagram, him sort of doing these sort of witty things about Prince George, little Prince George, and now it's an animated thing, and I play Prince George's valet.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, it's biting and hilarious.
Well, I can't wait for that.
Yeah.
Congrats on Schmigadoon. It's so lovely to have you here. Thanks for making the time.
Yeah,
I really appreciate it.